Welcome back to Factorio Space Age playthrough. We are starting our 17th or 18th hour. I'm not positive on that. And we're about to build a rocket platform and launch it to space. Mm, some interesting developments have occurred, like figuring out that something is wrong with our uh, copper input because it's not fitting as we would expect it to both ends. So it is obvious that this was built with a different concern in mind, and we will fix it. There we go. So that way we can ensure that bronze is fed in from the new, very powerful, strong input we created in the bronze patch northwest of here. And now it does serve a purpose to have additional smelters here. Again, we would like to see the income resource band saturated so that we know we're not wasting time waiting for a resource to be within the reaching, grabbing hand of the inserter. I like how it starts dotting up with little copper bars. Okay, so copper is restored, steel is strong, iron is strong. We have everything. Let's go build that rocket base. So we require 1,000 steel plates, 200 processing units, 200 electric engines, 100 pipes, and 1,000 concrete. The only thing I think I have to build are the pipes. So let's go grab some more steel because I only have like 40 and I need 100. So this should be more than enough. Yeah, something like this. Now let's go for see how many chips we got for all our effort. Oh my god, we need 200 chips. We only got 70. Okay, gotta stop you guys because we have one purpose now. Purple, blue chips. They have to take care of it. Now, what else? We need 200 electric engines. Let's see how many have we accumulated here because I don't think I am like stocking them. I'm not stocking them. Yeah, damn. Okay, whatever. You're gonna be the electric engine saver, and there's gonna be a box for you. And this box is gonna have space for the 200 we require, and not more. And that should be it. So these guys have to get producing again. And it's eventually gonna satisfy the 200. Now, what else? We need 1,000 concrete. I think that's the only one I might already have ready. 300, a lot, a lot. So let's take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gotta put those chips somewhere. Well, I guess I would put them where I want them to be used. That worked? Yeah, same applies to this. Now, what else? Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Very good. Now let's see what I can put somewhere because I'm carrying too many things I don't need. Let's get rid of the ore. We also can put these stones in the ovens. I'm interested in more. I can get rid of this on the other edge of the base. Don't be run over by your train. A friendly reminder. No. We're gonna leave the wood. The old. We are also gonna leave the coal. And that's about it for now. I would like to insert that sulfur somewhere because I don't need it in my hand. No. Well, that's it. I'm gonna just leave here a wooden chest with other things that are not really useless, but I don't need to carry with me right now. Yeah, something like this. That'll give us me space to go get the iron. I'm sorry, the steel. Why do I always mix those two up? I guess I don't have a clear enough mental picture of them as differentiated entities to the point that I can like naturally tell them apart, and I just like stick them in a place in my mind that it's based on a comfortable ignorance. So yeah, that must be it. Okay, now we just need the blue chips and the electric engines. Let's go. Okay, how many do we have? 4. 173 with those that have been put into it. It won't take that long. It just need to create 30 more. And I see that okay, you can stop for a little bit. And I can see that those 3 are working. Like they have what they need, chips and engines. So they should be fine. Now, let's see what's the chips gotta say. 135, and the limit seems to still be green chips. Red chips seems to be okay, well provided. I mean the tail leads all the way here. Now let's explore the possibility of improving green chip production. We could use a bit more copper. And I believe that this is done so fast that we can actually take advantage of having 2 output. Well, they work more relaxed, but I'm not sure if that increased the output. Let's look at the detailed graph and see if we can catch the movement. Jesus Christ. Yeah, let's go back to this. 1 minute. Yeah, we have this slight increase in production from 680 to 805. And it has been a pretty stable production at 660 something, so this is an almost, what, 100 points increase? I mean like 100 unit increase just because of that faster extraction. So that might be good enough to saturate. Yeah, it seems like it saturates. So I guess that will improve both productions by just a little bit. Okay, that's good. But we might need to think of a new factory. You know, because green chips are not going to be needed any less as time goes by. Okay, we'll think about that new chip factory later on. Let's see, we already got how many blues we require. No, let's think about that green chip factory right now. Let's add more green chips to the machines for now. I think this will be just the easiest way to get where we want soon. I'm going to... No, not gonna reinstall anything. I love that little light display. Just brake, stop, stop, stop. So dramatic. Okay, I'm gonna sit here and wait for it. We're still in need of more. Oh, look at this. I never told him to pass the gray. Oh my god. I mean, I was not in a rush, but it's something I need to keep in mind. Oh yeah, I just remember the little thing. That the distance are not equal. You know, just the kind of things I do from time to time. Okay, so that's gonna make laser turret get done quickly. I also don't need to carry the power thingies. Let's put them in the box. Box, box, box. Box. Where did I put my box? I know I put it somewhere around here. My god, it just disappeared. That's why you don't put a box in a random place. Anyhow, these guys are done. -75. This is saturated thanks to the fact that I inserted a few hundred on them. So let's insert a few hundred more. And almost there. I think engines will be ready. Yay. Now let's turn this one back on. And on this, I only would like you to save, I guess 200 are okay, in case I need another platform. But now you are not in a hurry, you can compete with the other guy. How are light structures doing? Good thing I came to check, huh? There we go. All good. We're only 9 chips away from the goal, guys. The thing about these blue chips is that you can't do them by hand. Can you imagine that? We could also do a couple blue chips. Like, it might be a worthy investment. So that for exactly these scenarios, you can like speed the hell up of the machines that you want to have a high production of. Even if it takes a lot of additional power and pollution, at least it gives you the option to influence without actually adding more machines. And that will have more than one way to be used later down the road. We got the laser turret! Oh, our might has increased. In this particular planet, this is good. In this particular stage, this is very mighty. So that's the method for celebration. So what should we do next? We haven't even built the purple. What is this? Oh, interesting. Um, I guess I want to start going into power armor. I also would like to start the uranium mining. I think I will do this one first. I mean, like, we're gonna go to space first, so that's gonna take our resources for a little bit. But that is only up until we can create wide science research parks. As soon as we get those, we get this thing down here, which is advanced logistics. I'm not sure where it is, but it's somewhere around there. And advanced logistics let us like unleash the power of the drones, the real power of the drones. So yeah, uranium ore is a good research. In fact, we are gonna remain in our band, and I'm gonna research this one as well because I like it. The little quality module. I mean, right now I'm not sure I'm gonna do a lot of things with quality. Yeah, you're right. Why just to research it now? This thing is good. I mean, it does make you a little bit faster. You put it on your suit. I think I'm gonna do the suit first. Okay. What else? I don't have purple research, so I can access this one. I guess I'll just do this one to see what it opens up. There's the rubber part. This is almost more important than the other options. No more important than the armor now that I think of it. I mean, the armor is not as important as the rubber part. So that seems about right. And since I can actually research this, I'll research this because they are very slow at the early start of the game, like right now. So I'll put it something like this. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yay, 199 processing units. Yay, thank you. 200 processing units. Let's go. Rocket silo. Where should I put my rocket silo? Does anyone have the slightest idea what might be a good symbolic place for it? No takers? None? Oh my god, it takes so long to build. Excitement. I'm just kidding. Oh my god, I hadn't come this close to look at the grass. This actually looks neat. Okay, we have a rocket silo. Not sure. Left, right, left, right, left, top, left, bottom, bottom up, right. Yeah, right is better. Amazing. So, yeah, something like this seems alright. And now we need to carry the resources to the thingy. Since I'm a lazy person, I'm just gonna build a chest. Later on, when the drones are working, the drones are gonna take care of the rest. So, there we go. That's the first thing. I might want to get a fast inserter in there. Or I might even want to get a bulk inserter in there. So that's one thing. And I obviously have to carry the necessary items from their respective sources. One of the necessary items are blue chips, so we're not going to get very far on that right now. But it's gonna be nice to see it starting like working and building the rocket and oh, and you can stop and we will use the ones you have created to change the setup of these guys so that they go faster. Yeah, I have to change them manually yet. Okay, so that should make them faster. And I should be able to give them more chips so that they also have better luck in that. But we still have barely few to show for it right now. And what was other than that? Oh yeah, the fuel and the light structure. Light structure is here. 108. And the rocket fuel is all the way over here. Okay, so rocket fuel seems to be our most abundant resource so far. Makes sense. Oh, this guy is about to ignite. I mean, like, start running. So let's not get run over by it. Okay, I've got enough time. Yeah, let's go. So there we go. And this guy we might want to add the other type of chips to the productivity chips, so that there's like a little bit of gift. I don't even know how much pollution this might create, but just making it efficient for the sake of electricity saving. This big factory is working at various tier 15 megawatts. And I think that's actually less if you discount for the... Well, you might not want to discount for the night. Who knows? So peak consumption sits at about 7 megawatts. With the exception of the batteries. You can see how the sinusoidal has changed. How it remains more time at peak power. And obviously how the peak is higher than before. So this one is going, we need more blue chips. And the next thing we want to build is the thing that is going to be floating in space, which is this space platform starter pack, for which we need quite a few space platforms, foundations, and blue chips. Yeah, you guessed it. At least this one doesn't require blue chips. So it does require a humongous amount of steel plate. I mean, let's remember that each steel plate is 5 irons. So that's actually 20 times 5, 100 irons for a single space platform foundation. And we need 60 of those. So that's gonna be a lot of iron. Copper wise, it's more reasonable, the demands. Don't get run over. Oh, it just came back with more and I didn't notice. So what was that? Okay, steel seems alright. I'm sorry, iron. Well, this is a factory of dedicated steel making. So at some point we can use this, and if it gets consumed, we will just make it larger. I'm thinking that we can expand this lane and continue doing green chips like perhaps here and putting it somewhere like there. Or like carry it like here, it's parallel to this. Get it out here like in the parallel to this and make green chips. Yep, that seems like a very good idea. Because we have seen that we will require a great amount of green chips. Like a great amount due to the blue chip requirements. And it's not the only thing that is going to use green chips. We are also talking about the module chips. In the module chips, you have like to add them together to get the next stage. So if I have built in my lifetime where are the chips? 646 chips. I'm gonna need 4 times that amount of chips so that every existing machine can replace the existing chips with the next degree of chips. The next degree of chips of efficiency, instead of reducing 30% energy, reduce like 40%, I think. And that means that devices that have only two chips, like the furnaces, instead of being reduced to 60%, which is their current limit, can be reduced to 80% with only 2 chips. Meaning that every machine can operate with only 2 chips if you add nothing that increases the energy consumption, and they will be at a lower limit. So we do want that upgrade, and that's going to require 4 times as many as we've made, and then some, because... And I don't even know the latest level, but I'm certain that the latest level also requires blue chips to be fused. So, yeah, lots of chips. Lots and lots of chips. But anyhow, I'll take care of that when the time comes. Let's go ahead and do the one thing for the space station, which is this same line can be made to feed the other service, if you may. With the only difference that you need a copper producer. Oh, no, we need quite a few of this. So we're gonna need a lot more iron. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Let's take a quick look at the map just to see if there are no encroachments. See that. That's new. That wasn't there. I'm surprised these guys haven't attacked. It's been a while since we had a combat. I should also start the automated production of how are these things called? Yeah, the laser turrets. Laser turrets. That sounds funny. Laser turrets. Okay, so you are gonna do the thing, and so are your friends. You are gonna be efficient, and you're gonna output to a band that is gonna be over here, so that the guys at the other side of the aisle can... No, yes. Yeah. And then we go here and this and do this and that. There we go. So now we can start the production of these little blocks. We will also need long inserters. I guess I don't need the rest of the blue assemblers. Let's skip this one, stay with the long for the moment. And then we try to do the fast ones. Oh no, not 18 at once, just at blocks of 5. What did I want the stack inserter for? I know I said it not long ago, and I forgot about it. I was like, that deserves a stack inserter. No, I remember what it was. I think it was the copper production. Yeah, let's hope for that to have been it. Now we're gonna finish setting up this little setup for the base pieces of the space station. I think I would like better if we do something like this. I don't know why I like to mess with my own mind like this. But it somehow pleases me. There we go. We got the thing we were researching. Worker robot speed 1. Awesome. Yep, this is about it. And now we just, you know, draw to a band and put into a box. Yeah. How did you know that was gonna happen? There we go. So now this is gonna take care of making these pesky platform foundations for me, from which I need 60, so that's gonna take a while. And next thing is the processing unit. How is that processing unit going? I mean, we have reduced consumption of everything. We know that the chokehold is the green cards. We have 54. So that should be good enough to make this platform. And yep, the only thing stopping us is this. So can I make some? Yeah, some. I guess I can stand here and take advantage of the work they do with the wiring. Like not taking too much, but just a little bit of it. And perhaps I can like stand here and take a little bit of the iron. And then I can continue to do more. More iron. Okay. It takes quite a bit of iron. Yeah. 24. Not gonna be such a long wait. In the meantime, I should be setting up the turret manufacturing. The turret manufacturing requires a steel battery and electronic circuits. Batteries are being sent to the left, which is also the place where we build. Yay, we have the exoskeleton. But we'll mine that in a little bit. Let's mine the laser turret. So laser turret requires battery, electronic circuit, steel plates. Batteries and steel plates come here. And electronic circuits come here as well. So we could just build a factory right here. And set it to do lasers. And, you know, this one. And this one. And as always, you output to a box. Oh, we need more. More what? Iron and copper. No, just copper. Well, iron is not your enemy. There we go. So we were at the stage of setting the output of this to a box. And this box, we just want like 100 tops. Gonna take a while. Okay, so that takes care of building laser. Now, let's go ahead and expand a little bit more the battery patch. No, let's do that later. Right now, I believe that we can just hurry up to do this pacing. I'm a little bit excited about doing this because as soon as we get the drones going, things are gonna be a little bit easier. I just love those little guys. Oh, as you can see, iron still is indeed suffering an lack of lack of surplus. How is that called? Okay. I think that we can just extend the iron makers. Let's try to add the two I have ready. I need inserters. I mean, it's not the intention to like fix it with just that little patch there. Ideally, as soon as I mean, like we will be able to grow that a little bit more. But for the aim of getting 60, we should be good real soon. And finally, I'm gonna do that about taking from the perpetual storage box as to be able to feed these guys because they're very resource hungry. And there's no other thing I'm saving this for. And this is another simple strategy you can use, which is kind of like you take a box, you put the box where you want to fit resources, you put a lot of resources into it, and you aim it where you want it. There you go. So now it's gonna be kind enough to feed all or still surplus to the goal. I'm gonna actually keep a few bars because I think I'm gonna need them. On top of that, I am able to do some with my bare hands. Uranium mining is research. That is amazing. Now that we have laser, we can we have all the power in the world. I mean, we still are a little bit limited because our solar panels and batteries have like a very limited ability to hold power considering the needs of a laser. But we will be able to renew our steam engines for the times where we are like in war mode and we're pulling out a lot of turrets and lasers. So we will be able to like turn on all that stored solid fuel, and the 8 boilers that provide 900 kilowatts each one is going to be like 9 times 8. What's that? 57? And no, that's 76. So 7.6 watts. So that's not good enough for lasers. I might need to grow it up a little bit. A single turret, I think, can take up to 2 kilowatts. Megawatts. Yeah, so those you need a boiler and 1/3 to be able to power a turret. So yeah. And I think that as you increase the speed, the shooting speed and that may actually go higher. So that's pretty much, that's a very serious problem. We now have the space platform starter pack. Let's go ahead for more blue chips and we will be able to go to space. Well, not physically ourselves right now because no, we have nothing to do up there right now. But it will be a matter of time. As the bar progresses, the rocket will eventually emerge from this place. And if you look like really detailed, it's really nice how it has its engines, its out of that's meant to be ventilation or motor. It is very solid looking. What would you call this? Blast door control system. Okay, so we have done the thing and now we just have to put it in here. It's the only thing we can deliver in a single trip because it's really heavy. But that's okay. Now we can tell that we are using bronze as fast as we're producing it. I mean, it is like in the limit there. What is that stone doing there? What is that doing there? Yeah, more like it. Okay, so bronze is coming through at top speed and that does not seem to be enough and there's not a lot of space to add more. I mean, I can push this pipe down, add a couple more ovens, and I may be able to... No, this is too much of a mess to fix. Too dense. But I don't think that it will make that of a substantial difference. I would rather perhaps add an additional arm of ore intake and use that new stream of ore plates. I mean bronze plates. Okay. Now, it's not just the space platforms that we're going to be using, it's also the things that we're going to place in the space platforms. I think we can already launch it. Yay. Build new space platform. It is going to be called a science base. Space science. Yay. And now we go to outer space. Hey, look, that was a merit, sending a rocket to space with a building laser turrets. Achievement, no merit. Okay, awesome. We have new things to build. Yay. Okay. So now, guys, at wonderful 17 hours from starting this particular game of Factorio Space Age, now we have a solar panel, space station. We are able to start walking into the actual space age 17 hours later. I mean, I would say that this was kind of the end game content before. You just didn't make it in space station, you just put yourself in the rocket and off. But yeah, Here's we are. And this is a pretty neat thing. And it has automation that I have finished understanding. And it has a few nice things. I mean, the first thing I would say is it has a different control methodology, different sets of rules. You can debuild or rebuild everything. Very interesting. I like it a lot. I find it very fun. And you can quickly change everything up. You don't have to run around setting things up. If you copy or paste things, they are like built like if you have an endless army of drones right there. So it's a pretty neat thing. Now, to get that space station going, we're going to require all these three new type of items that open up for us, which are the cargo bay, the asteroid collector, and the crusher. These three things are going to be necessary for the ship. Well, the two crucial is asteroid collector and crusher. You can add cargo bays or not. So we will start building this. So we need electric engines, low density structure, and processing units. And for this one, we need electric engine, steel plates, and low density structure. So let's go for blue chips. We don't have that many. That's a problem. At least enough to create two asteroid collectors, but are good enough. Honestly, you can do it one. And you do want multiple crushers. So let's get multiple engines. Steel. I got a lot of steel and low density structure. So we're going to create one collector. Three crushers. I'm going to be sending quite a bit of road, a few underpasses. We will be sending the... Well, yeah, that should be it. And the platform slots and some handlers. Okay, so we will send asteroid collector, crusher, some inserters, some transport belts, not so many transport belts. Yeah, there ain't that many in reality. Well, yeah, but anyhow, I want to share with this. There we go. Very little. And we have to wait because we are still lacking blue chips. That's gonna be a big stopper for us for a long while. So let's go ahead and we will have this do the red production chips so that we take better advantage of our limited production of blue chips at a time. And then we're gonna increase the green chip production and all of that so that we can like reliably launch into space again and again, because we're gonna have to put a bit of material up there. Now, what else do we want to do? Okay. I'm thinking where to put energy next and what resources to produce. It's gonna take a while. Let's increase that chip production. We have no alternatives. Hmm. Let's gonna create. We have to do the wiring thingies. These are enough for now, guys. Thank you, thank you. You can go to sleep. Let's take the blue chips that have been created, put them on the rocket, but with a new productivity module installed. And ensure you're not getting rid by the train. Train is your friend. Now we insert this here. And in here we switch. The red chips have this functionality that they make the device consume more energy and produce more pollution. But in exchange of those extra resources expenditures, it creates more products. Meaning, each chip creates an additional 4% productivity. How do we calculate this 4% productivity? That's the pink bar that you see below the green bar. The green bar is the standard productivity. The pink bar means that as the green bar progresses, some additional productivity is stored on the pink bar, and when it is completely full, it gives you like one additional output. This productivity is 4% in the basic form of the productivity module, meaning that all 4 of them are going to give you 16%. So, well, that's not a lot, but as the productivity modules become better, that can go up a bit, and they can like actually start meaning a 25% or more increase in production. This is not something you want to like put a lot of machines in this state, because I don't know, just think about it. Stack 40-80% additional energy production or 120% additional energy consumption on top of 15% additional pollution that is applied to that energy consumption. So it's terrible. Like it's very bad for environment, but sometimes you require it. So we were gonna create the new chip factory. And this new chip factory is gonna focus on feeding the blue chip producers. Let's say that the chip factory back there is meant to feed the red chip producer, and this one is meant to feed the blue chip producer. That was not intended. We gotta grab more iron. Endless hunger for materials. You got the wiring. We know that you want to be fast inserters. And once the wiring comes out here, we want it to be reintegrated to the feed, so that the chip factories downstream can do chips for us and put them on the opposite lane. Now, these have to be substation. And another one down here. No, not necessary. Now we just need the inserter hands. And there we go. Beautiful. So what we would like to see with this is a quick progress into filling the band. I mean, this one is stuck for some reason. It needs red chips. Let's give it some. This one suffers the same problem. Okay, okay. There we go. Do we have an extractor for this? Yeah, we do. And they have the maximum speed possible. Like, compare, this one is polluting 1.2 per minute, and this one is polluting 6 per minute. That's quite a bit of an increase for just a small speed bump. Not sure where I can see it. 40% speed bump. So it's like if I had what, 5 of this and only 40% more, like less than 2 more, 1 and point some more. But anyhow, we do need a lot of blue chips right now, and that's what we're getting. So let's go back to the rocket. Always check your train. Okay, with this, it is gonna be able to make it to 100. Awesome. Now we start having laser turrets, and laser turrets actually allow us to change a little bit the layout of our defense. The first thing that we're gonna do is that we're gonna connect with power the southern base. This is mainly because how can I say this? We're actually gonna drive the train manually to do this. Because the local batteries that allow it to work seamlessly at night, at day, and you know, like, I don't even know if it works at night. I don't remember if I had the batteries, but the thing is that it does not require them. Okay, somewhere like here. Oh, what's the other button? It doesn't even require them. But laser turrets are an entirely different story. So we are gonna bring a main line from the base so that we can add additional defenses. Or I don't know if entirely replace what we got, but just add. I forgot to bring the turrets. I'm sorry. Let's go for them. Bugs ain't prone to attack things that do not create noise or pollution. So I believe that my train track and my power lines are like safe. I don't know, the power line buzz? I mean, in reality they buzz. Perhaps they would attract, but not in the game. Anyhow, where are my laser turrets? I remember building somewhere around here. There they are. 29. We don't need that many. We're just gonna build like 4. Let's go. Now let's apply laser. This is a good spot. This is a good spot. This is a good spot. And this is a good spot. That's it. No, they don't need anything else. Let's go. From now on, their power network is connected to our power network, meaning that if they get attacked, their laser turrets can actually use the main base power to defend it themselves. Okay, so we made it. Let's get out of here and set the train on automatic again. Now, how is my chips doing? How are my chips doing? I think we could add one more or two more because we do not know how to limit ourselves. Still building it. Haven't even started new research because I'm so focused in sending stuff to space. Well, let's add one by one. Let's not be like fall praise to impatience. We need more modules. Which is alright because now these guys can take like from the flow without like breaking down the blue production entirely, thanks to the fact that these guys are loading the rest of the burden. Bearing the rest of the burden. And now we can add an accelerated lane from here to there because I can tell that the rate of flow of the band is too low for the rate of consumption. And if we increase that, it will get better. Now I think we're ready to launch the current deployment. And we will deliver cargo to the space station. Yes. Beautiful. So we go to the space station and we chill, like we wait. And with that, we will close up, guys, with the arrival of the rocket. Next video, we will actually start assembling this beast. So, thank you for sticking this far out into the game. It's been astonishing. 17 hours since the beginning of it. It's been a pleasure to have you join, whatever length you might have joined this adventure. And there's still a lot to go. I mean, we have actually just scratched the surface of the space age. So, meet you next video. Goodbye.